Big Boss here, and we here for another CSD, or Cooking with CSD. Today we're going to do the spaghetti. It's kind of like my specialty. I wanted to go with spaghetti because, you know, like, if you're trying to do, like, any Italian foods, you know, we talk about, like, lasagna, ravioli, linguine, stuff like that. It's just a little bit different, and kind of a different process. So I was going to do with the basic spaghetti. Right now, we got what we need. I did buy 2 of these of the sauce. Well, I might use that for leftover, but I did have another one backup just in case we have more people. Right now, my idea is like cooking for like maybe 5, 6, 7 people. Punisher Jr. and Sinister will be swinging by, so that's why I bought the second one. So we got, of course, the spaghetti itself. People go with the thick or the wide one, but I just like using this because it's very fun to eat with, especially with the fork. Meat, we're trying to go with less fat as possible. 1 whole onion, and we're probably just going to use 1 garlic. All right, this was like $1.50 or something. Yeah, green onions. Can't have Italian without the fungus, okay? This is a fun guy. Red pepper, green pepper. So we'll get with the process with that. Also, we'll measure the other condiments as well. And that's black pepper and maybe a little bit of salt and some sugar. But we'll do that in the process. Alright, so what we want to do is we're going to do the vegetable preparation, and that's what we want to get out of the way because we're going to be using that in the meat cooking process and within the sauce. So we'll just do that. I'm going to go ahead and start with the vegetables. So mostly, when this is a little bit fun here, but mostly within the green onions. This is mostly what we're going to end up using from here to here. I thought that was kind of funny, and the rest is just all, you know, hollow. But what we're gonna do is get rid of the top part here, like that. Put that over here, and just like that. Okay, that goes too. And I'm just gonna have to edit that. So that can all go here. So we're gonna do the onion, 1 whole onion. Cut it this way. Maybe we'll do it by 6. Like that. Just like that. What we're going to do is we're going to take, so after we cut this, after we put it in here, I'm going to take, you know, just like maybe one of these right here, and I'm just going to do it like this. Because, because I want to do this when I cook the meat.
My eyes are tearing.
Sorry, you gotta get used to it, man. So we'll set that aside for,
Is that the same stuff they put in pepper spray?
Okay, so we got 1 clove of the garlic. So we're probably just gonna end up using maybe about 3 smashed, and then probably 2 when we cook the meat. So we'll just go ahead and eat the living shit out of that. Oh, okay, there we go. That and that. Oh, hello.
I didn't know there were in sections like that. That's all one whole thing.
No,
That's weird.
Gives it an easier way to peel it. That is gonna go. We're just gonna leave it like this, okay? We're not gonna mince it because that's. This is what's gonna go into the sauce. So we're just gonna leave it as is. But the other two that we're gonna cook the meat with, we're gonna do the same process like we did earlier with the 4 cloves. And we're just gonna mince the hell out of it, you know, just.
This is when cooking gets tactical.
Hell yeah! when I start having the throwing knives, we're gonna be using that to cook. All right. So now next for the mushrooms. Let's go ahead and clean that. And the way I want to cut my mushrooms is, move that up here a little bit. Just cut this in half, and then the way I like to do it is just like this. Just cut it, make it like sections of a little loaf here, just like that. Use your, for guys that never tried doing this, when you don't want to cut your finger off. So I always use my finger as a little stop, a bump stop. So when my knife comes, it'll just hit that and just go down. See, just like that, plain and simple. And I'm gonna do like this with the rest of with all the mushrooms. So. All right, so we did the mushrooms. Now we're gonna move into the peppers. So we'll just run a water, quick run through that. And what I'm gonna end up doing is using the whole red pepper and green pepper. And usually, I would rather have, a larger amount of green pepper than I have with the red pepper. But it doesn't really matter. Pepper's pepper. To me, it is. And so let's cut this in half. So we're gonna go ahead and start.
You're gonna have to play with yourself though, because no one's playing with you.
Cut that part like that. See how I did that as I cut that off. And we're gonna rinse off the seeds off just like that. And do this right here. What we're gonna do is cutting it. I don't know if you can see that. Mr. Sanders is here, just in case if you were hearing in the background. He suffered from a very bad hangover from last night.
Yes.
So right now he's drinking a 10-shot of espresso.
It's called a resurrection.
There you go.
You'll put some lead in your pencil.
What he said. Anyway, back to this right here. So I took a half of the thing over here, like half of the red pepper, and what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to cut them in like little cubes. All right, so we'll take a quick. Let me just go ahead and do that real quick. Just like that. So I'm going to end up doing the same process. Same process with the other half and with the green pepper. So that's pretty much what you're going to do, and you just set that aside.